Okra and tomato. Don't knock it till you try it. Well, you know you've got something special when a grandmother hands over her most prized recipe. Hello again, it's Butter. Glad to be back in the kitchen with you, and this time we're making okra and tomato, or tomato and okra, depending on what mood you're in. And this particular recipe was given to me by a friend who was a grandmother, and apparently it went back several generations, so we're probably talking early 1900s. So it's definitely an old-timey recipe, but it is quite yummy today, and it's super simple. I do think there's two big keys to success. One of those is a good cast iron skillet, and the other is some bacon fat. Just need enough to cover the bottom of your skillet, and I've got about 4 cups of okra chopped, along with a medium onion that's been chopped. It's been liberally salt and peppered, and I put in just enough flour, all-purpose flour, to coat all the vegetables. You don't need too much, but into the skillet it goes. This, of course, is our first step. It's gonna take about 15 to 25 minutes over medium to low medium heat. You'll know it's about ready when it starts to get brown. You'll wanna stir it often. And then, of course, when the slime of your okra is gone, then you know you'll be ready for the next step. And I'm gonna go ahead and start prepping for that next step, and that is getting our tomatoes ready. So back here on the main stove here, I've got some homegrown tomatoes from a very sweet lady who probably would prefer to go not mentioned. So I just wanna throw each one of these in the water long enough to get the skins off, and that's gonna be about, I don't know, 10, 11 seconds. Hopefully these are gonna be super easy to peel. I'm gonna core them first. Actually, I wanna make sure that you can see what I'm doing. You know, my sweet Aunt Sue, who taught me everything I know in the kitchen, she loved this recipe, did not have it, and this is the only thing that I taught her how to make. So really, I'm just gonna slice these tomatoes up, and they will be good and ready for the next step. So through the power and magic of the internet, our okra and onion are just about the color I want them to be, which is kind of golden brown. The most important thing here, no slime, no slime. And if there is none, and you have this nice golden brown, you're officially ready for step number 2, and that would be to add your fresh tomatoes. I'm not adding any liquid to this whatsoever, and I did let these tomatoes kind of drain a little while the okra and onion were cooking. And at this point, you really just want to cook this long enough until the tomatoes slightly change color. And if you find that it's a little tangy because of the acidity of the tomatoes, that is where some sugar is going to play a very important role in this. This is not supposed to be a sweet dish by any stretch of the imagination. The sugar is just simply to take out the tang. And that's gonna be by taste, and of course, any more salt and pepper that you might need. So again, just let the tomatoes cook long enough until they start to change color. And then I'm going to cover it and let it stand for about 10 minutes. The tomatoes are starting to change color. I'm sensing we're almost done here. This really doesn't take too long once you throw the tomatoes in. But what I need to do now is give it a little taste. I may not need sugar. I may need some. So let me get a little bit of tomato. Might as well get some okra too. That's it. You just kind of have to taste until you know that you like what your taste buds are telling you. So, I'm gonna go ahead and remove this from the heat and cover it for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. I've let this just kind of sit. This is one of those dishes which is even better the next day. Makes for a great side. Tonight I've done a little cornbread, and I'm gonna have some tomato and okra, and I'm gonna call it a meal. And I'm pretty pumped about it. I sure hope you'll make this for the ones you love, and I appreciate you watching. I'll catch you next time on Cooking with Butter.